Option is set to not be selected.
You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Then at the bottom I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Then at the bottom I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Then at the bottom I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Then at the bottom I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Then at the bottom I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Talk, all the hype, but the pastor's prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. And look at this, right away a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But, man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles, they're good. Extra point by Gay is up and good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Right to the air is Burrow. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Bengals. 53 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
one of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And this is going to be incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Burrow going for it on fourth. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 17 yards out. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Troy Hill picks it. It's a foot race. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that one complete downfield to come. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And just like that, we're through one in the biggest game of the year. 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl coming up next. It's the Rams out to the early lead. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Stafford going to give Akers. Hit. He coughs it up. And the Bengals grab it. There he goes, left side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And now the offense for the Bengals being called back out as they'll try to add on 2 more. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. First down, Stafford here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
First and 10, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Open is Powell. That's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Stafford now to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down at Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now Stafford must not be pleased with something. He's going to turn, and he signals for a timeout, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Thrown toward the sideline, and Jefferson's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Again, it's Stafford. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson from 21 yards away. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is now 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for the Bengals. 43 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well. Showed it right there.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And, of course, the defense is going to accept this penalty. Stafford on first down. And he floated one out there incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Stafford. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to take another shot here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out, and the Bengals are in for 6. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now the Bengals will again line up to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.